Hey guys, Coolbrains here, and welcome back to another video as always. Today I'm going to be talking about the P40DC, so let's get started. So it all started when some of Amtrak's F40PH locomotives were aging and they needed a replacement. So Amtrak went to GE and said, "Hey, can you get me a new locomotive?" So GE said yes, and then they started building the P40DC. In the meanwhile, Amtrak's F40PHs were really aging, so they needed a locomotive to fill out while the P40DC was being built. And that locomotive is called the B32-8WH. And there were many versions of the freight B32. But this B32 that Amtrak had was supposed to be for passenger service. Anyways, finally the P40DC was finished being built, and the B32 went into yard work for Amtrak. This P40DC locomotive was very useful, and they're still in service today. But now there's a P42DC that Amtrak has, and they're way more popular. Other than that, the P40DCs went to CDOT, and some went to NJ Transit too. But sadly, NJ Transit had to sold theirs to CDOT, and now CDOT uses them on their various lines. Now you might be thinking, what does P40DC even stand for? Well, the P40DC was originally known as the AMD 103, aka Amtrak Monocoque Diesel with a top speed of 103 miles per hour. Then Amtrak renamed that locomotive to the P40DC. So if you're looking for what it used to be called, that's the Amtrak Monocoque Diesel of a top speed of 103 miles per hour. Well, the current name means that it is a passenger locomotive, and it has 4,000 horsepower, and it uses DC current traction motors. Well, that's the P40DC for now. And that's all for now, and see you in the next video as always.